180 servicemen of the Russian Federation surrendered to the Wagner PMC, the Russian media wrote. At the border crossing in the Voronezh region, they agreed not to interfere with the actions of PMCs and laid down their arms. In their march on Moscow, the militants occupied Rostov, passed Voronezh, and reached the Lipetsk region, without encountering much resistance from the Russian army.
Wagner. What happened?
Previously, the Russian army was unable to defend its borders in the Belgorod region when soldiers of the Russian Volunteer Corps and the Legion Freedom of Russia entered there. They not only managed to gain a foothold in Novaya Tavalzhanka, but also captured trophies and took prisoners.
Большая часть из них, конечно, просто убежала.
Most of them, of course, ran away. They clearly show that they are completely unprepared to fight for their Führer, and much more they are ready to drape somewhere in the rear. I think that this could be expected.
The Russian military is demoralized, both in the rear and at the front. Ukrainian intelligence published the interception of another telephone conversation of a Russian soldier. A soldier complains about commanders who abandoned their subordinates.
They all left, jumped off, and they all left us here like I don't know who. For 2 weeks the turntable beat here. The boys here are all really morally broken. They come to me every other day and say, I'm done, I'll throw the machine gun and that's it. From the interception of the main intelligence directorate of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine.
About the complete collapse of the Russian army and total corruption told the publication Sever Realities Alexander Roshkov. Shortly before the full-scale invasion of the Russian army into Ukraine, he retired from the Russian armed forces as a battalion commander. For 15 years, the officer watched how everything was stolen and sold in military units, from uniforms for military personnel to equipment and diesel fuel. For example, Roshkov saw how military jackets, instead of being given to soldiers, were sold to fishermen. None of the military has seen the equipment that the Russian defense industry is so proud of at the victory parades. At the same time, management likes to shoot ostentatious videos, says Roshkov.
I studied a certain vehicle in a military school. It was there in single copies, and when I came to the troops, I never saw any new products there for the entire time of my service. When I studied at the school, I had a 1961 machine gun, and then the new weapons began to arrive, and the machine gun became 1978. And in our country, by and large, after the Kalashnikov assault rifle, nothing else appeared in the troops. We show off at all sorts of forums and exhibitions. We have such a cool plane. Well, we only have one. Wow, what a cool machine we released. Yes, only they were not launched into mass production to complete the army. Alexander Roshkov, former Russian military, in an interview with Sever Realities.
Lack of real military training, bribes for military ranks, drunkenness are among the problems that have led to the current state of the Russian army, experts say. Special advisor to the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Ukraine, American officer Dan Rice, in his interview with Novaya Vremya said that up to 25,000 Russian soldiers died in Ukraine every month. Reported by Roman Smoler, Angelika Brushnevska, UA TV News.